Hello, and welcome to Cup to Hook conversation number 39. Today is Friday, January 22nd, and I hope that everyone has had a great week. I know I am happy to be here. I always enjoy coming on Fridays and talking with everyone. And so, what is in your cup today? I see a couple people coming on. Welcome in. I'm so happy to have you here. And so I have something really good in my cup. Although it's not really, I was going to say my cup, but I guess since it was bought for me, it's technically my cup. I'm just going to show you what it is. My husband brought me a caramel frappe. So yum, yum, yum. How good is that? Tastes pretty good to me. And so what is on your hook? Let me get up and grab this a minute. I have been trying very hard to finish the sweatshirt that I am making, the hoodie for my daughter-in-law. And I'm getting very close. Once again, this is the back panel of her hoodie. And this is the front panel of her hoodie. And I am currently working on the sleeves. And I have both sleeves done, but the other sleeve is actually still over in the living room. So now all I have to do is assemble the hoodie and put the pocket on and do the hoodie at the, top neck of the hoodie. So it is almost done. Hey, Mare, how are you? She says, hey, my sweet friend, how are you feeling? I am doing well, and I don't know if you got my message that I sent on your little discussion tab on your YouTube channel, but if you will, send me your email address and I will send you a private little video. If you'll remember the butterfly kisses for Alex, we talked about that there was going to be a giveaway, and it was supposed to have been this past Monday, but when I talked with Bree, she decided that rather than doing something public, because she didn't want anyone to feel bad if they, were not able to do butterfly kisses for Alex. And so she asked me to do something more on a private setting, and I did. And so there were 3 people, myself made 4, that sent butterfly kisses to Alex. And so what Bree decided to do was have me put the 3 names, which was you and Jen Reeves and Grandma Anna, into a cup or whatever and draw your names. And the order I drew them in, each of you were going to be winners and get a prize. And so the first name I drew would get the 15 skeins of yarn that she originally announced. The second name would get 7 skeins of yarn, and the third person would get 5 skeins of yarn. And so, do you want to know which one you got, or do you want to wait and see the video that I emailed to you? And you said, of course, talking about sending me your email address. And she says, Jen is sweet. Yes, she is. She is very sweet. So, so let me know if you want me to tell you right now how many skeins of yarn you ended up winning from Bree, or if you want to wait and see the email with the video. Mare says, how lovely. I am good to wait and be surprised. Okay. You will be very surprised. All right. So, again, from my husband, I have a caramel frappe in my cup. And what was on my hook was my daughter-in-law's hoodie that I showed y'all. So let me know, what is on your hook today? What are you working on? So a couple things came out this week. We had a video on another Crochet Society unboxing. I was so thrilled to get it. I had just gotten the one before, so I guess that one was a lot later than I realized. I just thought that it was going to be later because of all the holidays. But apparently it was really later than what I was supposed to have gotten. And then I was so surprised when a week later the other Crochet Society box came in. So that was nice. I will have lots to do to keep me busy while I'm recovering from surgery. And started a couple things. Started the new Wednesday on the Hook, which I'm real excited about. I hope you got to check that out. And I encourage all of you, especially those of you that are like me and you have a, full-time job and it's not easy to always crochet like you want every week, to just pick one day to just set aside 1 hour where you just get to crochet uninterrupted and just enjoy the moment. And so I am very much looking forward to that time. And by doing it in a video with you, it will help me not only be accountable, but it will reward me, because we all need to have those rewards. And I've got something else that I am working on. I'm hoping that that segment will air this Sunday. It all depends on if I'm able to complete the video graphics for the introduction of that video, because it is something that will happen every Sunday. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So I know it's not fair to mention something and not be completely forthcoming with it, but I want you to be surprised, and I'm excited about it. So hopefully it will air this Sunday, but if not, it will definitely air next Sunday. Mara says, I am making a cotton shawl. I have 3/4 of it done. So the end is in sight. That is exciting. What color are you doing, Mare? I actually have a friend that I need to make a shawl for. And so I am hoping that I will get Angel's hoodie done, so that hopefully by next Wednesday, that will be what's on my hook for that video. Also, I started something new this morning, so I hope you guys were able to check it out. Every morning, I'm going to come to you. It came a little bit later this morning than I wanted, but that was just due to, again, not having the time in the studio that I wanted this week so far. But have other things that are bigger and heavier on my plate right now that I'm needing to get accomplished. But nonetheless, it came out today. But in the future, starting tomorrow, they will come out around 6 o'clock Eastern time. So those of you that are having to get an early start out to work can hopefully catch them early on. And I know with everybody being on different time zones, that it may actually come out, at maybe the middle of your day, the end of your day, the beginning of your day. But nonetheless, they will come out every day. They'll be anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. And it's just a joy blog to just kind of give you some encouraging thoughts to get you through the day. And it has a little Bible devotion and Bible verse. So I'm really excited about that. Mara says, it's made with 2 ice cakes in a pale pink, white, tan, and a medium gray. So let me process this. Pale pink, white, tan, and medium gray. Wow, I bet that's really pretty. Those colors create kind of like an elegance to it. So, oh wow. If you get an opportunity, I'd love for you to email me a picture of it. That sounds so pretty. And Mayor, while I've got you, I'm just going to flip to your special page real quick because I also don't think I have your birthday. I'm pretty sure I don't. And so I would love to get that. I don't. I do not have your birthday. So if you will share that right here in the comment section with me, or when you email me, you can include that in your email. But I would love to get that down on my book so I can make sure that I'm able to send you some love on your special day. All right. So our question for today is February 24th. So let me go ahead and write that down. And then I will have to put it in my birthday book as well. So I had a pen. What did I do with it? Because I actually came prepared today. But now I don't see my pen. Oh, I see it. All right, so 224. That is coming up, so I am glad I asked. I will do a white border on the shawl. Oh, wow. So I have a girlfriend that I need to do one for, and she wears a lot of browns. So I think I'm going to use that cotton cake. I have some, it's in like a white and a pale brown and a little bit of a darker brown. I don't remember the name of it, but I'll be introducing it hopefully on next Wednesday, as that is what will be on my hook, because I'm really hoping that with only having to assemble the hoodie and do the pocket and the hood, that I will be able to get that done this weekend. I recommended your channel to my friend Penny, who told me she enjoyed finding your channel. Oh, thank you, Mayor. And I've met Penny. She was on with us last Friday. And so I really enjoyed getting to know her. And so I'm hoping that she will come back. And I was able to go over and visit her channel and just send her a little thank you note for subscribing to my channel. So thank you. I appreciate that. So my question for today is, if you could travel back in time, what year would you go to and why? And so I'm going to take a minute to really just think about that myself and see what year I would like to travel back in time to and why I would want to do that. If I could travel back in time. Gosh, there's a lot of years that I would like to travel back to for different reasons. There's some that I would like to travel back to for the fashion of clothes, for famous people. But if I could only pick one, sometimes it would be nice to travel back in time to the year that each of my boys were born and re-experience that day, my wedding day. But let's be more Let's think. If there was a year that I could travel back in time to meet somebody specific. It's a good question. I think if I could travel back in time, and I specifically don't know the year, and sadly I should, but I think it would be interesting to travel back in time to when the Declaration of Independence was signed. To be proud to be an American. A time when our country really stood on a strong biblical principle. If I could travel back in time, again, I'm not familiar with the year, and all of this is bad on my part, but it would be cool to meet Leonardo da Vinci. It would be cool to meet Albert Einstein. It would be cool to meet Mozart. Oh my gosh, if I could travel back in time, it would be awesome to see Jesus the day he rose from the grave. That would be cool. Mara says, I would like to meet my dad. He died when I was 15 months old. So I would like to meet him before he got sick. Oh, wow. I am sorry to hear that, Mare. But yes, that would be a really good day. Hello, Miss Jen. There is our sweet friend, Mare. It's so good to have you. So the question for the night, Jen, that we were sitting here discussing is, if you could travel back in time, what year would you go to and why? And Mare was saying that she would like to meet her dad, that he died when she was 15 months old. So she would like to meet him before he got sick. And Mare says, hi, Jen. Jen says, hi, Mare. Congratulations on your win. Okay, so she knows she's won something, Jen. She doesn't know yet what she's won. She has not received that video yet. She's going to email me her email address when we get off of here. And she's chosen to be surprised. So she knows she's won either 15 skeins, 7 skeins, or 5 skeins. She just doesn't know which one yet. And so as far as the question goes, I really couldn't make up my mind. I was sitting here saying that I'm not certain of the years, but it would be fun to go back in time to when the Declaration of Independence was signed and our country stood on strong biblical principles. It would be nice to go back in time and meet people like Mozart and Leonardo da Vinci, and who else did I say? Albert Einstein. Of course, I wouldn't mind going back and reliving the days that each of my boys were born. Or for my oldest, since I adopted him, the day I met him. And of course, my wedding to Todd, Mr. Joyful. And then I said that it would be awesome to go back in time and be present the day that Jesus rose from the grave. That would be absolutely amazing. So, and I'm kind of like on the line of you, Mayor. It would be great to go back in time to a day when my grandparents were still alive, and probably the last big family reunion we had where everybody was present and we were all happy, and you know, we saw each other all the time. That that would be really cool. Because now we're all spread out and things have changed, and so yeah, we don't get to see each other as much. Um, Mare says, and also to you, Jen, on the win for the butterfly kisses. And Jen says, I hated school, but I'd go back to the beginning of 10th grade before I screwed up my life, as long as I would know then what I know now, right? Mare says, I love that it is a shared win. Yes, yes. Um, since there were only a few, that's what Bree decided to do. Um, and again, she decided to do it kind of privately as far as the announcement of it went, because she didn't want others to feel bad or guilty that they weren't able to do something. And Jen says, me too, Mayor. Yes, that was very, very sweet of Bree. She is an amazing, beautiful woman. And hopefully she'll join us before the night is out. So, so yes. All right. What else? I never could get anyone to get back in touch with me on the fall harvest giveaway. So I have decided, I have actually bagged it and boxed it up and put it away in a special place for this coming fall. And I've decided that what I'm going to do is add to it and make it a bigger one. And I will start it mid-October. And so what I decided to do is, if the person who wins does not respond back to me, then at that point in time, I will go to the previous last video that I put out, and I will draw a name from that person, and hopefully I will have their address. And if I do, I'm just going to send it to them. But if not, I will find someone in that video that I have an address for, and I'll just surprise them with it. So I guess I'm just going to hang on to it and make it bigger and better. Mare says, I also would like to meet my father's mother. I think I might be like her. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh. Jen says, I'll take it. Hee hee hee. Right? Mare says, laugh out loud. Jen says, that's an awesome idea. So I am working on a new giveaway, but it will not come out until sometime mid to late February, after I've had some time to come back home and recoup a little bit from my back surgery. But I do have something in the make. It's not a very big giveaway, this particular one, but I do have something coming up. So hopefully that'll be exciting. All right. So how about our Saturday shout outs? Let's take a look at who we had last Saturday. And oh my gosh, I thought I was prepared. Let me go get the box. I didn't bring the box. All right. And here is the box. And we'll get it open. Trying to get it where you can still kind of see the box and the names. All right. So again, I hope I don't mispronounce any of these, but if I do, it is certainly not my intention. All right. I have Irene Bradbury, Charlene Chapman, okay, Lynn Comics, I'm honestly not sure, and I'm sure that I have just slaughtered it, and I truly, truly am apologetic. Crochet a While, it's a cute little name. Diane Dorrance, Diana Emick, Gwendolyn the Fiber Fair Lady Williams. Now that is an outstanding name. And with that kind of name, I would love to encourage her to be a content maker. Margie L. And our two content creators are Lori's Crochet Corner 2 and our good friend Say It With Squishy Yarn Crochet, aka known as Squish. So I have a lot of content creators and that was our Saturday shout outs for last Saturday, that have started channels or have already had channels, and they are way well more known than even I am. But I just have so many that I'm not getting, that shout out time for them. So starting in March, I will dedicate the last Saturday of every month to just being shout outs for content creators, I think, because I've got so many that I'll get through the year and I still wouldn't have reached all my content creators. So I'm trying to figure out a way to, get a shout out for more of them and get you guys introduced to them if you're not already introduced to them. So I think that's what I'm going to do starting in March. Is the last Saturday of the month will be all strictly content creators. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Let's see. Mare says, thank you for the shout out. Oh, absolutely, my friend. Hello, Miss Shirley. She says, I can't believe I made the live. And Jen says, hi, Shirley. I'm so glad you made the live. Welcome in, welcome in. So, Miss Shirley, our question for the night is, if you could travel back in time, what year would you go to and why? And so some of us mentioned that we would like to go back in time to see a parent or family member that passed away before we were old enough to really know who they were. And some said that they would like to travel back in time to a certain time period in high school where they would know then what they know now. And Shirley says, how's the new baby? Oh my gosh, she is amazing. In fact, they came and spent this past Monday night with me, and that's part of the that's part of the reason that the Longmire blanket came out late this week, you guys. I am so sorry about that. And then on top of it, I got some crazy news about my surgery that sent me kind of in a tailspin. And yeah, I had to pick myself up and remember who I belong to, which is the Lord, and let Him have the driver's seat of my life again. I booted Him out and tried to take the wheel, and I had to remember that I needed to let Jesus have the wheel. And so, anyway, so it put me in a downward spiral, and I was out of the studio for a couple of days. But part of that was spending it with my granddaughter, and it was amazing. When they first got here, I held her. I held her for 4 hours straight. Like, it was awesome. And her little hand kept wrapping around my pinky. And I was like, yeah, that's right. You've got grandma wrapped right around your little finger. She also was wrapped around my little finger. But, and then, of course, I put her down and let her sleep for a little bit, which she slept a good bit in my arms. But then, yeah, I held her some more. But she's getting so big. And so, this coming Monday, she will celebrate her 2-month birthday or anniversary, however you want to look at it. And she is finally in size 1 diapers. And she is now starting to be able to wear actual newborn clothes, where she was wearing preemie clothes. And so I have pictures. I am working on a video, so very, very soon you guys are going to get a video that has the trip to Florida and lots of pictures of her. And today I actually was sent a picture of her sleeping, and the caption was, "She has finally slept all through the night," which was about a 5 or 6 hour period. But hey, my son and my daughter-in-law were very, very happy for that 5-6 hours compared to the 2. So thank you for asking, Shirley. Shirley says, horse and buggy time. I would love to wear the flowing clothes. So when Mare was the only one that was on with me, I mentioned something about that, like going back in an era of time because of the clothes. Like, yes, during the Civil War period, you know, Gone with the Wind days, you're right. Those big pinafore dresses were just gorgeous. And so that would be cool. And then the horse and buggy, absolutely. So, of course, we say that now, but, you know, when we have to swat with our little fans because it's so hot, or swish the flies away, we may not feel that way, but that would be awesome. Hello, Miss Bree. Bree's here. She says, hello, all you beautiful ladies. Oh, Bree, it's so good to have you here. And I enjoyed our very, very brief conversation today. So I got off with you because, as you know, my son was calling in. That was my youngest son. And he was actually coming from work. Bless his heart. You guys, I thought I worked crazy hours and was willing to do crazy shifts. How nice it is to be young. But he worked from 7 a.m. yesterday till 11 p.m. and then turned around and went back in at 7 a.m. this morning, got off at 3 p.m. And then he drove over here, to help me with some video graphics. I'm trying to design some new video intros. And he was helping me and teaching me how to do some anime type movement so that I can start even creating even better graphic design videos for y'all. So anyway, that's what that phone call was about, Bree. So I apologize that our phone call was small and short, but nonetheless, I loved every minute of it. Shirley says, laugh out loud. Jen says, hi, Bree. Bree says, medieval days or the 50s for me. How cool. Great music in the 50s, too, and the 60s. Of course, I grew up in the 80s. That was like my prime time, and I loved 80s music, too, especially like the soft rock. Some great country songs, too. Some of you will laugh at this because you probably did this or you were around during this time, but I think it would also be cool. I wouldn't personally want to wear one, but I think it would be cool to watch a hairstylist create the beehive for the ladies. But I wouldn't want one because I wash my hair way too much. I wouldn't be able to have one of those hairstyles. Bree says, hi, Jen. Jen says, I love the 80s music. Oh, me too. My husband too. In fact, oftentimes we will listen to the 80s music. In fact, on the TV, we have those channels that play the different music. And so a lot of times when I'm here by myself, I play the contemporary Christian or the nature channel, where it just literally plays like nature music, and it's kind of inspirational. It's like sometimes it might be flute and nature sounds. It might be the piano and nature sounds. But when he's home, we listen to a lot of the 80s music. And when able, we have fun even just kind of clearing out the space in the living room. Our coffee table is actually was designed and it's on wheels. And so we can just push the coffee table out the way and just kind of dance in that open space. Not that I'm a dancer. He's a much better dancer than I am. But it's just nice to move and exercise. So I look forward to doing that kind of stuff again. But yes, 80s music is great. So yeah, we have a lot of interesting things back in history that would be great. It would be cool to be around with the hype of when man landed on the moon for the first time, which I was here for. I just was only 3 days old, but I was here. But oh my gosh, yes. Mare says, hi, Bree. Bree says, my mom and Gran had those hair dishes every week. They slept with toilet paper wrapped around their heads every night. Hilarious. Yeah, it just to me would be interesting. Now, see, I love the 80s and I loved having my big hair, and it's so weird because that was just like there wasn't anything specific that I did. It's just my hair was big and it was naturally curly. But it's amazing how the older we get, things change. Now, if I wash my hair today and just let it completely air dry, I will have curls, not like I did back then. Back then, I had curls. But now it's more of a wave. But I do tend to put a straight iron through my hair, or I don't normally blow dry my hair, but sometimes I'll wash my hair right before work and then I'll blow dry it and brush it. But yeah. The only bad thing, and you can even tell a little bit today because of our crazy weather we got going on, it's a little bit frizzed, but if I just let it dry and dry with the natural curl. It's really kind of frizzy, and it kind of a little bit, but yeah, it would be interesting to see, watch someone create the beehive, I think. Again, I personally wouldn't want to wear any, but Bree says, I saw JFK get shot. Oh, wow. Now, see, that would be interesting. Not to see him get shot, but to be a part and be around when that was happening history-wise. If I am remembering correctly, I believe my mom said she was a senior in high school when that happened. And she was in the library. I do remember that. And I'm 99% sure that the high school she went to was called MacArthur High School. But Mary says, thank you. And I will be excited to see the video and if Alex liked her hats. Well, that I can answer for you. Bree said that she not only has loved her hats, but she has loved everything that we have sent her and so much appreciates the prayers. And from what I've been told, just the smiles that are on her face when she opens our butterfly kisses. And Bree, for me, it's not over. I do plan on getting something else for Alex and sending it down the line. It will be after I have recouped some from my surgery, but I do plan on sending her things here and there just to continue giving her that encouragement. So, and we definitely will keep praying for her. And for those of you who may not have been able to see the Bible chat video today, which I apologize, came out an hour late. And part of that was because my son was helping me and it was just hard to multitask. But Alex is responding well to the chemo treatments. So praise the Lord for that. And Bree, I appreciate you so much keeping me up to date with how things are going for Alex. Let's see. Uh-oh. Shirley says, so did I, Bree. And Mare says, hi, Shirley. Shirley says, hi, Runaway Red. Jen says, I wasn't born yet, ladies. I was not born when JFK was shot either. In fact, I wasn't even thought of except for maybe by God. I came about 4 years later, I think. And let's see. Bree says, Runaway, she loved her hat. She lights up like a Christmas tree every time she receives butterfly kisses. Oh, that is so sweet. So I actually have something specific that I'm looking for her, Bree. Somebody, one of my friends, gave me a gift for Christmas, and I have not put mine together yet, but I've seen hers, and they are so phenomenal. And one of them they have as a butterfly. And so I am purposely not saying what it is right now because I want it to be a surprise for her. But yes, so I'm specifically looking for the butterfly one, obviously, so I can get one for her for butterfly kisses, but also for my studio, which is full of butterflies. But there's another one that I'll be looking for her, and it'll be something fun that she can do and put together and then have as kind of a decoration. So yeah, leave it at that. But anyway, so I have something specific that I'm looking forward to getting for her. Jen says, my mom and dad married on November 23rd, 1963. Oh, wow. Now, Bree, since I wasn't born at that time, do you remember specifically, or is that what you're saying, Jen, the date that JFK got shot? I know in history we learn it, but that was not a date I remembered. I know my mom could tell me. Mara says, I would want to go back to my high school years to tell myself that I was beautiful and not to feel so awkward. Amen, Mare. We should all do that. We should do that now. Bree says, just a card or word of encouragement is wonderful. Well, actually, I have dropped a card out to her, so she should be getting that in the next couple of days. Hello, Miss Karen. She says, hi, Cynthia and everyone. Oh, I love the hearts. She got a little emoji of hearts. Shirley says, hi, Karen. Jen says, hi, Karen. Jen says, yes, the 22nd he was shot. Gotcha. So November 22nd, 1963. So Miss Karen, we're talking, our question for the night is, if you could go back in time, what year would you go to and why? And the last one that we were talking about was when JFK got shot. Not to see it, but just the history of it. Bree says, I was watching it on TV. Now, I do remember my mom said that even though she was in the school library, they were able to turn on TVs and watch it being broadcast. And Karen says, thank you for updating me. Absolutely. Absolutely. So next week we will meet, and then the following Friday, just that Friday, we will not have a live chat for our Cup to Hook conversations. And that's the first Friday of the month, which is when we would normally draw a name for me to give a little love gift to someone from the Saturday Love Shares. So when we come together that following Friday, we'll do the drawing on that Friday. So I do apologize that we have to miss that 1 week, but we will be back together very, very soon. So, but if you haven't caught some of my videos this week, I've got some new things that have come out. So starting on Wednesdays, and I mentioned this a little bit last Friday, that Wednesday on the Hook kind of has a new name, and it's called Cup to Hook Wednesdays on the Hook. And that's because instead of just trying to do these tutorials, I'm actually just taking 1 hour on Wednesdays and just crocheting, uninterrupted crochet. And it's not for a tutorial. It is strictly something that I want to work on. And so this past Wednesday, I showed you some of the makes that I had done and already given away. And I worked a little bit on my daughter-in-law's hoodie, and it is, excuse me, so close to completion. I showed it at the beginning of this video. So if you missed it, you can go back and catch the replay. But if not, definitely you'll see it hopefully in its entirety next Wednesday and next Friday, because I am so close that I'm pretty sure I will have it done this weekend. So, which is great because I have a shawl that I need to make for someone. And then starting this morning, I don't know if you saw it, but I've started a new segment called Morning Joy Blogs with Cynthia. And that is just where I simply go on for 3 to 5 minutes and just give a small devotion and words of encouragement to help us propel through the day. And so they are uploaded videos. They are not lives. I thought about doing lives, but I want them to go out around 6 o'clock in the morning. And some days I don't get home from work until between 7:30 and 8. So I just decided to go ahead and do them as uploaded videos so that I could perhaps work on them the night before. And even if I did them that morning, on the days that I'm off, it doesn't take but a minute to edit, render, and all that stuff with those to get them uploaded. So anyway, so those will be coming out every morning. So I hope that you will enjoy those. And then hopefully this Sunday, as I mentioned earlier, will be another new segment starting. If not, it will definitely be next Sunday. That's the video intro that my son came to help me on, because I wanted to have more kind of anime graphics and not just picture graphics. So I'm excited. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. But that's the goal, is to work on it tomorrow. And if I get that intro completed, then it'll come out Sunday. But if not, definitely by next Sunday. So something to definitely be looking forward to. And those videos on Sunday will be a crochet along type project. And as I mentioned in the video already, when that airs, I know we all have a lot of work in progress already going on, and how daunting it might be to put one more thing on our hook. But statistically, it has been proven that if you have several different little crochet projects going on, especially if you have a larger project, that if you work on something a little bit, put it down, walk away from it, work on something else, you are more likely to finish that larger project, finish your projects, and not get frustrated with them, not frog them. And so, yeah. And those crochet alongs will be very small segments each week. So it would be a nice little refresher to just put down something you're working on and do that, and then go back to what you're working on, and yet make something that hopefully you've not made before. But even if you have, then it's just something fun to do with friends. So, and if you don't, that's okay too. So Bree says, please leave a link that we can post messages for you. I know you won't be feeling it then, but after, it will be a big boost of positive energy for you. I appreciate that, Bree. Please leave a link that we can post messages. I know I have my email, I have my Facebook Messenger, and my Instagram, and my Twitter, but and I encourage any of you to email me, and I'll be happy to give you my cell phone number, and text would be absolutely amazing, especially during the hospital stay. I'll be honest, that's the part that I'm really not looking forward to, being away from everyone. And, my husband and I, we already plan on trying to FaceTime when we can, provided that I feel up to it. Because, obviously the days I'm in the hospital will be like right after surgery. And so, who knows where I'll be at that point. But yes, I would love to hear from you, and I would love encouragement. I am currently busy trying to get as many videos done and uploaded as I can, so that while I am in the hospital and a couple days when I first get home, that you're not missing anything except for that Friday's lives. And so other than that, I'm trying to get all my videos done, so everything just goes on as if nothing else is going on. And so that's the point. So right now I have all my Saturday shout outs done, and I have most of my Bible studies done so that even that Friday you won't miss the Bible study. There'll still be one uploaded. And I'm working on trying to get ahead even with these little encouraging videos every morning, so that you still get those words of encouragement daily. And yeah, and my birthday videos, that's what I'm currently going to be also working on tomorrow, is the rest of, well, we haven't had any birthdays yet in January, but we've got some coming up. So I'm working on those videos, and I'm working on February's videos. And in this live, I just learned that Mare has a birthday coming up February 24th. So we will have a birthday video for her next month. Yay! All right. Let's see. So yes, Bree, I appreciate that and would love to hear from all of you. And again, when I feel up to it, I may not look great, but my husband said that he would help me as much as possible to get my camera set up wherever I'm at. And that way I can come on live and say hey and let you know where I'm at and how I'm doing. So, because he knows how much y'all mean to me and how much I'm going to miss that Friday. And so, because he knows that Fridays are like my favorite day of the week now. So, and he's not jealous that I love spending time with y'all, that Friday nights have become about you guys. So he says it's only fair. He gets me 6 other days of the week, sort of, because I work in a hospital at night. So, but you know what I mean. And Mare says, I'm listening while cooking. Yum, yum. Mare says, hi, Karen. Bree says, that works. Karen says, hi, Mare. Karen says, wow, you really have been busy. You made me tired just hearing what all you're doing. Well, I just want to make sure that, I'm still putting everything out for you guys, and that just because I am going to be taking, a little bit of a vacation, that it doesn't mean that you guys have to have a vacation as well. And so you still get the content that you are accustomed to getting, especially those Saturday videos. I love being able to do those shout outs. So I don't want y'all to miss that. And, oh, the Longmire blanket. Yes. Got to keep those videos coming out, right? So again, if you weren't on earlier, I do apologize that the Longmire video came out late again this week. I was busy spending time with my granddaughter. She's so beautiful. I really cannot wait to finish up this video that I'm working on for you guys, so you can get to see her and how she's grown over the 2 months. Oh my goodness. But I was happy she got to come over and spend a night in the nursery that we have here for her. And of course, I was so happy to spend time with my son and my daughter-in-law. And I have good news. I think I can share it. They didn't say I couldn't, but they're moving to Newberry. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It won't be till June. And they're only in Columbia, which is only about 35 minutes from me. So it's not like they're that far now, but to have them right here in Newberry, that's going to be amazing. My son got transferred over. He's a manager at a Sonic in a town that's about 3 or 4 towns over from us. And so he was able to get a manager position here in Newberry at the Sonic here, and he even got a raise. So that was nice. And then my daughter-in-law, when she gets back to work and off of maternity leave, she was a manager at a gas station, but she is also going to be at the same Sonic as a part-time manager. And so praise the Lord. And so I'm excited. So all my boys will be here in Newberry with me, except, of course, my Marine, who is out there with some of you in Arizona. And speaking of that, that is another video that I will be sharing very soon. He called me and FaceTimed with me and showed me he went on a 3 to 4 hour hike to get to the top of this, I guess, mountain canyon. But the scenery was just gorgeous. And so I will be sharing some of those pictures of that hike in a video coming up as well. And oh my gosh, how breathtaking. I cannot wait for the day that my husband and I are able to go to Arizona and see him and just take all that in firsthand and outside of a picture. Karen says, I have a 2-year-old grandson who is just amazing. Yes, Karen, they are so amazing. I just, my kids are wonderful and I love them. And some days I just want to hug their necks, and other days I just want to, just, what are you thinking? But oh my gosh, I never thought I could love someone as much as I can a grandchild. Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. I agree with you, Karen. And 2, what an inquisitive mind at that age. They want to know everything, and that's just such a fun age. What is this? What is that? Why? How? Oh my gosh, so exciting. I cannot wait. Hello, Yarn It Out. She says, hi, everybody. She says, hi, Runaway Needle. Rosalie, it is so, so good to have you here with us. I'm so glad that you've come on over. And Karen says, hi, Yarn It Out. And Bree says, grandbabies make us understand what being in total and complete love with another person. Right, Bree? They wrap you around their finger and live right in the middle of your heart. Amen. Well said. Rosalie says, hello, Karen, Bree, Jen, Shirley. Karen says, yes, Bree, so well said. Bree says, hello, Yarn. Karen says, I have 2 more grandbabies coming this year. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, how exciting. So about when are they due, Karen? Jen says, hi, Rosalie. Shirley says, yes, they do. I have, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, 14 grandchildren and just completed heart washcloths for Valentine's. Oh, how exciting. I have to get 4 headed to Wyoming. Oh my gosh, Wyoming. That is, well, that's a state that I've always wanted to go to. But especially now that we're watching Longmire. Rosalie says, oh, Shirley, you are blessed. Isn't she 14? Oh my gosh. One day, got to start with 1 to get to 14. Oh my gosh, that is a blessing, Shirley. And they are going to love those heart washcloths that you're making them. Karen says, 1 is due in April, not sure what that baby is going to be, and a boy coming in June. Oh, that is exciting, Karen. I'm going to write this down on your page. So you have, let's see, in April, and then June is a boy. So I will have to follow up with you later and closer to time to see and congratulate you. Bree says, I have 8 in total, 7 boys and 1 little princess. Oh my gosh, that granddaughter, I'm sure, is spoiled amongst all those grandboys. Rosalie says, I have 5 grandkids. All are out of state, so can't see them as much as I would like to. Oh, no, that's sad. I am blessed that mine is right here and moving closer. God is good, you guys, all the time. Well, Rosalie, I'm sure that that's the glory of technology, and hopefully you get to FaceTime with them and spend time with them that way. Karen says, laugh out loud, Bree. Bree says, wow, Shirley, I thought I had a bunch. Hello, Miss Kelly. How are you? Crochet Me Pink Kelly is here, and she says hi to everyone. So for those of you coming in before we go, our question of the night has been, if you could travel back in time, what year would you travel to and why? And we've had all kinds of different responses to high school time, to, tell ourselves what we know now, then, and for clothing and time periods with hairdos and major events like we talked about when JFK was shot. Oh, yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. Let's see. Karen says, wow, Shirley, that's amazing. Rosalie says, about once a month we FaceTime. And that's sweet. That's good. I'm so glad we have that technology. I mean, that is something I am very, very thankful and blessed for, since my husband's not going to be able to come visit me while I'm in the hospital, that we will have that ability to FaceTime. Granted, I have to understand, provided that I'm even feeling up to doing something like that. But anyway, so thankful and blessed for that technology. Shirley says, it's gorgeous. They range from 21 to the youngest are two twin girls, 8 months old. Oh my gosh, what a blessing. Besides the Wyoming kids, the rest are here. Oh, well, that's good. That is really good, Shirley. Karen says, hi, Kelly, with heart emojis. And Bree says, she crocheted her first chains and single crochets this week. Isn't that sweet? Oh my gosh. That is awesome to be able to pass that along. Well, congratulations to her for getting her first chain and single crochets. Jen says, hi, Kelly. Kelly says, hiya, Jen, and everyone in chat, with a heart emoji. Karen says, I would go to 11/4/2012. So November 4, 2012, the day before my dad died, just to spend one more day with him. Oh, Karen, I wish you could have that day. Oh, that's like Mare. Mare said the same thing. Her dad died when she was just a baby, and how nice it would be to be able to go back and spend a day with him before he was sick. Rosalie says, when I was 18, because it was the best year ever. Oh, that is so awesome. That would probably be your senior year in high school. Kelly says, hi, Karen. And she's got heart emojis. Rosalie says, hi, Kelly. Kelly says, I'm hoping to teach my youngest granddaughter, who's going to be 8. That is awesome, Kelly. And I'll be honest, that's some of the things I cannot wait to pass on to Miss Violet. I want to pass on crocheting. I want to pass on my love for nature, and definitely want her to carry on my legacy of making sure that everyone in her life is able to find their joy in every day. Kelly says, hiya, Rosalie. Bree says, Karen, I say the same about my grandparents. Oh. And Mare says, hey, Kelly and Rosalie. And oh my gosh, Veronica's here, you guys, from Steal the Show Crochet and Chefs. Hello, hello, y'all, she says. And Bree says, hi, Steele. You guys, she has an amazing show on Sunday afternoons at 6:30 in the evening. If you don't already go over there, you need to go check out her videos on Sunday. And let's see. Jen says, hi, V. Kelly says, hi, Mare. And Rosalie says, hello, Runaway and Steal the Show. Karen says, hi, Steal. And Steele says, I'm here finally, with all these emojis of smiley faces with hearts around it. And oh my gosh, there's Kitty Mom Crochet. Hello, how are you? Oh my gosh, we were just talking about you earlier in a good way. Mare was telling me how she introduced you to my channel. And Kitty Mom says, hi. Rosalie says, hello, Kitty Mom. Bree says, hi, Kitty Mom. Karen says, hi, Kitty. Kitty says, how are you, Cynthia? I am doing great. I hope you are as well. She says, fine, thank you. Jen says, hi, Penny. And Kitty Mom says, aw. V says, hello, Bree. And she's got the emojis with the smile, with the hearts around the smiley face. And Penny says, I'm touched by your kindness. Oh, well, thank you. And V says, hello, Jen Reeves. And she's got the smiley face emoji with hearts and a flower. And Penny says, hi, my dear Yarnies. V says, hi, Yarn It Out. And Rosalie says, if y'all could share out my channel this week, trying to get to 2K for a giveaway. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kelly says, well, my break is over. I need to get back to cleaning. Have a great weekend, everyone, and keep creating and stay pink. Oh, I love you so much, Kelly. Thank you for coming by. And absolutely, everyone, we all need to stay pink and we need to stay joyful. V says, hello, Karen, with flower emojis. Karen says, bye, Kelly. Hello, Cassandra. She says, hi. Shirley says, my biggest thrill is installing Christian values and taking them to church. Haven't been for a while because of knee replacement surgery, but hopefully we'll be ready to drive again. Oh, wow, Shirley. I did not realize that you had had knee replacement surgery. I pray that that's all going well. My sister-in-law just had knee replacement surgery a couple months ago, and her scar tissue was not healing well, and it was preventing her from even being able to have any range of motion. So this past Tuesday, she went in and had a procedure done, and they basically cut up that scar tissue, and she said that already she's got a greater range of motion. So that's definitely a transition of healing after a surgery like that. So definitely praying for you, my friend. Rosalie says, hello, Cassandra. V says, need only 8 happy people in my channel so I can have 900. So you guys, if you've not gone over and thrown yarn in Veronica's window yet, please go over to her channel and subscribe. And I know that YouTube has stopped this, but are we able to drop links in our lives anymore? Or are they still kind of banning that? If someone will let me know. Because if you can drop a link, drop your link right now. But last I knew, YouTube was not allowing us to do that anymore. Jen says, hi, Cassandra. Penny says, wow, Veronica. She's doing amazing, isn't she? Veronica says, hello, Cassandra, with emoji, smiley faces with hearts around it. And Veronica says, yes, Kitty Mom. And she's got a big smiley face with a big smile on its face. Jen says, V, you're doing great. She is. And let's see. V says, yes, Jen Reeves, with a big smiley face. Bree says, drop your links and I'll sub for sure, meaning she'll subscribe. Are we able to drop links right now? I know at one point YouTube had stopped letting us do that. But if we can still do it, please, anyone who wants to drop your link, drop your link. And if you're not lit up to do so, let me know and I'll be glad to put you in blue so you can do it. Karen says, Cynthia, you said you work in a hospital. Are you a nurse? I am not a nurse. I work in the ER in registration. So whenever patients come into the ER to be seen, I help with getting them registered. And then I help get the pregnant girls upstairs, and we register all the inpatients or anyone that's going from the ER to surgery. We register all the folks coming in by EMS. So that's my job. Shirley says, we are trying, whoops, it jumped. Let's see. Shirley says, we are trying to work mine out in therapy. Gotcha. Well, hopefully that is working well for you. I know it's a transition and you just have to be patient, especially when your body has been through something like that. And I hope I will remember those wise words I just said to you when I'm in that position, because sometimes I'm pig-headed and stubborn. Rosalie says, make sure to thumbs up for host. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, if y'all will give me a thumbs up. I'm showing 11 people on here right now and 6 thumbs up. So I would appreciate all the thumbs up. And thank you for that. Veronica says, I have a giveaway in my on my channel now. So you guys, you got to go over and check that. And she says, why? Question mark. Not sure what that's about. Rosalie says moderators can drop links. So let me see here. I'm going to try something and hope I don't lose y'all. All right. Oh. Can y'all still see me right now? Let me know if you can still see me. I hope you can still see me. But I'm going to try and drop some of these links. I hope y'all can still see me. But the only way you can try something is if you try it. But hopefully I haven't lost y'all. But I'm fixing to find out. All right, so let me read these a minute and we'll see. Let's see here. Bree says, I didn't know you couldn't. They spoil stuff, right? Jen says, I think they can. I haven't heard otherwise recently. Oh, sweet. Penny, Mare says, hi, Penny. Penny says, Mare. V, okay, so there's V's link. Rosalie says, can a moderator drop my link? Thanks. And Mare says, I am listening while preparing dinner. And V says, that is my link for my giveaway. Okay, so you guys, that was her link for her giveaway that was up under her there. And Karen says, I used to work in a hospital and was a registration secretary too. Oh, sweet, Karen. I love it. I'm going on 3 years. Jen, oh, thank you, Jen. She's got Rosalie's link. And Cassandra says, hello, everyone. I just popped in to say hi, but I've got to go for now. Bye. And she has all kinds of smiley emojis. Oh, Cassandra, thank you for coming in and spending a few minutes with us. So good to have you. So good to see you. Come back anytime. Rosalie says, gotta run to ladies. Oh, got to run to ladies' room. Be right back. Thanks, Jen. Well, she's probably back by now since I've taken a long time to read these. Mare says, just subscribe to Steele. Yay! We'll go back and watch later. Hugs. V says, yarn it out. I throw some yarn at your window. And Rosalie says, thanks, Steele. And then Steele the Show says, yes, and thumbs up. Shirley says, this is my second. The first, I have full range of motion, but struggling with this one. Oh, wow. So this is your second knee replacement. Oh, my gosh. Bless your heart. Jen says, runaway needle, and there's her link. Thank you, Jen. And, oh, sweet. You guys were saying that, yes, you could still see me. So, see, I learned something new. Yay. So now I know I can do some things while I'm on with you guys. So that is great. Karen says, I worked in inpatient, outpatient, and ER registration. I have not worked in outpatient, but I have worked in all the rest of them. And I've done other things. I've also a sitter at the hospital, and I have worked in switchboard and scheduling, and seems like there was something else. Oh, I was going to go work over in the wellness center, but that didn't happen because of COVID. Although they have a position open right now, but I'm happy with where I'm at the moment. And of course, going out for this surgery, I'm just staying put. Everyone's saying, see ya, when I was asking if you could still see me. And let's see. So everyone's saying, see you. Thank you, Mare. She says, yep, and you're beautiful. Oh, thank you. And Jen's got Penny's link there. Thank you, Jen, for helping me with that. I appreciate that. Bree says, yes, you are still beautiful. Laugh out loud. Thank you. Penny says, aw. And thank you, Jen. V says, runaway, I just threw some yarn in your window. Yay. Thank you, V, for helping Mare out. Shirley says, I just added the two. Sweet. Jen says, anyone else? Penny says, way to go, Veronica. Yes, Veronica, you are doing an amazing job, my friend. Penny says, oh, I just read that. Penny says, and Mare has a giveaway on. Okay. And if we can, that would be great to drop that link as well. I'm so glad we can drop links again. Veronica says, Kitty Mom, I threw some yarn in your window too. Sweet. And it has balloons. Jen threw in Rosalie's link. Penny says, yay, thank you, V. Rosalie says, oh, I'm back. And Penny says, a little smiley face. Mare says, thanks, Jen. Penny has a smiley face emoji. And Veronica has party favors and a dancing girl and smiley face emojis. And again, for those of you who are wondering why I read out all these comments, even though you guys can see them, is because I know some of my subscribers are blind and cannot read them. And even if they're not on the live, I do know they come back and catch the replay, and this helps them. Mare says, I think I am already subscribed to all of you. Hello, Miss Chris. Hello, how are you? Want to let you know I continue to pray for you, my friend, both daily in my prayers, but also on our Bible chats. So I hope that Your memory is holding up much better than it has in the past because we've been praying for you. Hope you're doing well. It is so good to see you here. And she says, hugs all with heart emojis with little stars shining in the hearts. Penny says, I'm up to 65. Yay! So Penny, are you, yes, you are a content creator. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'm going to look right here real quick. I think I have you in here as a content creator. And I do. So I have all my shout outs done through the end of February just because of my upcoming surgery. So you will definitely see a shout out for you coming up in March, my friend. Rosalie says, awesome, Kitty Mom. Penny says, welcome back, Yarn It Out. And my chats just jumped. So let me find out where I was. Penny has a smiley face emoji and says, thank you. Veronica has her link there for the, is that the giveaway, Veronica? And she says, where are you from? Who are you asking that question to, Veronica? Or are you asking everybody? Penny says New York, and Karen says, still, I'm in Pennsylvania. Penny says, yes, Veronica has a lovely giveaway, but y'all got to check out the books she shows. Awesome. I did not know you showed books, so I will have to go check that out. And Mayor says, Jen, where is your link? And Rosalie says, where in PA, Karen? I'm in Western New York. Penny says, Maine here. Jen says, I don't have any content. Mayor says, Jersey girl here. Oh my gosh. One of my dear friends right here in Newberry, who will be 80 this year, she is a Jersey girl. Let's see. Jen says, whose link? I'm sorry, I didn't hear. And Rosalie says, I want to go back to Jersey to buy yarn. Mara says, hi, Chris. Shirley says, good luck with surgery. I'll be praying for quick recovery. I can't wait to see you live after. I have to go. My phone is going to die. Oh, Shirley, thank you so much. And I can't wait to come back and see you guys. You're going to be my motivation to heal quickly and get over the back surgery as quickly as possible. You will definitely be my inspiration. Thank you for coming in tonight. It was a great pleasure to have you. Sorry your phone's dying. We'll be going soon because actually in about 30 minutes, we will start our movie night. And so if you guys aren't doing anything, please come join us. That is a lot of fun. Even if you haven't seen the series, just come hang out with us. Bring a crochet project along. Jen says, hi, Chris. Bree says, I've not got much. Whoops, my chat just jumped again. Hang on. Bree says, I've not got much. I'm afraid my poor camera would break. Oh, no. Karen says, hi, Chris. Chris says, thank you, my dear friend. I appreciate it so much. Oh, you're welcome. Penny says, please keep Mary Chavez and her dad and family in your prayers. All right, let's see here. Marie Chavez and her dad and family. I definitely will. Is there anything specific that you want me to pray for? And if it's an unspoken, I certainly understand that because God knows. Penny says, aw. Jen says, Bree, how do I find you? Let's see. I can put Bree's on there. Uh-oh. Oops. I started to go to her channel. So this is Bree's link that I'm putting in right now. All right. Veronica says we're from everyone. We're from everyone in this awesome group. And just in case you don't know, Veronica, I am from Newberry, South Carolina. Penny says maybe I'll be over 100 by March. Never know. That would be awesome. Yes, my 1-year anniversary is coming up in March, and I'm praying that I can make it to 1,000 by then. But if not, that's okay. I'm at like 637 or 38. I keep fluctuating back and forth between 635 and 640. Veronica says, I'm from Mexico, but I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh my gosh, I love Stone Mountain. Just saying. Love Stone Mountain. Love the laser shows. Yep. I'll have to come see you sometime. You and Alex. Penny says, is there another Penny in here? I haven't seen another Penny. Veronica says, amazing books for granny squares. Oh, sweet, Veronica. Karen says, I'm in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, about an hour and a half from Pittsburgh. Oh, wow, sweet. I played one time in a national handbell tournament in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, when I was a sophomore in high school. So that was quite a few decades ago. I just won't tell you how many. Only about 3. Penny says, I thought she said I said New York, although I'm from there originally. Oh, okay. My chats keep jumping. Oh, I'm so far behind. Chris says, sitting here working on my Longmire, I'm behind. Woo. And this past week, oh my gosh, it was 31 rows. And this coming week is about the same. So maybe the Monday after my surgery, I won't put out a new one, just to give us all time to catch up, because I will have to stay caught up. So we might have a 1-week break. Maybe that'll help everybody, including me, because I have no idea, how many days it's going to take before I'm even able to sit up and crochet. So hopefully not long, because I can't stand to go very long without crocheting. It's like what I live for. But I'm glad to hear you're working on your Longmire. Rosalie says, Karen, I'm about an hour from Warren and an hour from Erie. Penny says, I was in Pittsburgh for a little while. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Chris says, When are you leaving us for surgery? I haven't been on. So my surgery is scheduled for February 2nd, which is 1 week from this coming Tuesday. So I don't have my planner, but I have my phone here. So 2 weeks from today, we'll not have the live chats. So probably 2 weeks from Monday, we'll not have a Longmire segment on the blanket. February 2nd is also my son's birthday. My youngest son, he'll be 22. So I'm a little bummed that I'm having surgery on his birthday, but he's like, it's okay, Mom. So I told him we would have a celebration afterwards. So Penny says, uh-oh. Rosalie says, I got lost in Pittsburgh trying to find the VA hospital. Oh my gosh, Pittsburgh is huge. That I do remember, but thank God I was too young to drive. And it's so funny because we were actually traveling around in a RV, and it had Clemson stuff all over it. So that was quite interesting traveling. We actually drove that RV to Texas for a National Act Teens convention. Then we came back, and literally we came back on a Saturday. We left the next day, drove to Ridgecrest, which is a camp in North Carolina, and came back from that. And then 2 weeks later, we went on a 2-week tour up in some of the upper states, doing this national handbell tournament. And we played in different places, but the actual national handbell tournament was in Pittsburgh. And so that was an exciting summer. And I did a lot of traveling that summer. Loved my church, loved my youth group. We were always doing something. We had an amazing youth minister. He was also our minister of music, but he did so much with us. And yeah, I'm sad that we recently lost him about a year ago, but great man. And his wife, oh, she could sing. Oh, I just know she is singing in heaven right now with the angels. Rosalie says, want to go to Cranberry, Pennsylvania to IKEA so bad. Karen says, I think it's easy to get lost in Pittsburgh. Yes. Rosalie says, you asked me how many times I went across the river in the tunnel. How many times did you go across the river in the tunnel? Penny says, yes, Karen, it was. Penny says, laugh out loud. Veronica says, today I find more yarn at Dollar Tree. You know, Newberry is such a small little town. I mean, it's growing, don't get me wrong. But I hear about everybody talking about all the yarn and the crochet hooks and whatnot in Dollar Tree. But our Dollar Tree, I was in there the other day because I was actually looking for something for our movie nights. And they had no hooks at all. No needles for knitting, nothing that I hear everyone talking about. And I've even seen people who've put videos up of what's there. All we had was a couple skeins of yarn. It was just truly sad. But that's how our Walmart here in Newberry is as well. So in order to get even yarn from Walmart, I have to travel outside of Newberry. So I'm glad that you're able to find a good bit of yarn at the Dollar Tree. Penny says, but I survived. It's a big, big town. Pittsburgh is. Yes. Thanks. And whoops. The chat keeps jumping. You have email or P.O. box. Are you talking to me, Veronica? If you're talking to me, I do have email and I do have a P.O. box. and they're listed in all of my description boxes on my videos. And if you're talking to someone else, maybe let us know so they can answer. Bree says San Marcos, Texas, in between Austin and San Antonio. Let me think real quick. Where did we go for that acting? I don't remember which city we went to. But I do know that back in the day when I sold Mary Kay, all of our conventions, I think, were in San Antonio. Rosalie says, even with GPS, I couldn't navigate Pittsburgh. And Penny says, threw some yarn at you, Bree. Oh, sweet. Penny says, laugh out loud, yarn it out. I hear you. Penny says, I did some part-time work in Pittsburgh, office work. Jen says, oh no, I'm toast. Oh, because of what I said about the Longmire blanket? Well, I'm definitely not going to push myself to have one that week after surgery. So if that's what you're saying, you'll get caught up. It's all single crochet. It's just rows of single crochet. So, yeah, I showed everyone the end of movie night last week, what that section is going to be. And I kept calling it the middle of the blanket, but it's not going to be the middle of the blanket. I don't know why I kept saying that. It's kind of more or less close to the top of the blanket. And I'm so excited the way it's coming out. But, all right, it's going to come out off of my graph paper. But right now, I'm still working on my single crochet rows. So Bree says, thanks, Kitty, as I did you. And Penny says, thank you, Bree. And Penny has a smiley face emoji. Jen says, I sometimes drive to PA for my job. Oh, wow. Okay. Which makes sense. Veronica says, I want to send you some stitch markers, Cynthia. Oh, thank you, Veronica. And she has a smiley face emoji with hearts around them. Chris says, I will be praying for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been trying to kind of stay away from it, but Tuesday, I got a phone call from the insurance company, and my husband works for Georgia Pacific. So our insurance is through Georgia Pacific, and we have Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I have done everything that I'm supposed to do to get ready for surgery. The only thing I technically had left to do is this coming Monday, I actually go to the OR and I finish filling out my paperwork and making sure they have a full list of all my diabetic medication, so that they know, what I'm going to have to be given while I'm staying in the hospital versus what I don't have to have, and whether or not they're going to be able to provide something or if I'm going to have to provide it. And I think the only thing that I will maybe have to provide would probably be my insulin, but I only take it actually once a week. And right now I currently have it set up that I take it on Fridays. And so there's a strong possibility, my surgery's on a Tuesday, and there's a strong possibility that I'll get to come home Thursday, but if not Friday, and I can take it when I get home. So I'm not overly worried about that. But anyway, I get this call Tuesday from the insurance company, and they tell me that Georgia Pacific is requiring me to get a second opinion. And I'm a little bit confused because actually I have 3 opinions, one from 2 different surgeons, and my primary doctor, who has to okay that I'm even able to successfully have this surgery with my diabetes and all that. And so I was kind of confused. And then they said, well, if you don't get this second opinion, then they're going to penalize you with $1,000 fine. And so immediately, number one, I was sleeping because, most of the time I sleep during the day because I work nights. And so they woke me up. So my brain is trying to process this. I am a Christian and my faith is strong. But I went through this dark tunnel about 2 weeks ago when the surgeon first, brought me back after doing, months of physical therapy, and said, okay, we've tried everything. We truly are going to have to do surgery. And he explained the extent of it. And so basically, in case you haven't heard any of this before, especially on the Bible chats or whatever, but my fourth and fifth disc, there's nothing in between it. And that's common. It happens to a lot of people. And so they're going to pull both those discs out, clean them up, sharpen them up, and sand them or whatever, and put them back and insert 2 screws in between them so that they are, raised like they should be. But also in the meantime, they've slid. So therefore, it's caused the hip to tilt, which possibly is the reason I had 3 tendons mess up last year, 2 tore and 1 snapped in half, and had to have those 3 tendons repaired. And is actually causing some of that same, pressure on the other foot. But anyway, so in this also, because of the disc sliding and tilting, it's causing my spine, your nerve canal runs up the center of your spine. So I guess when the disc slipped and tilted, it's causing the spine to crush in on that nerve canal, which is where all my pain is coming from, and it's pinching the nerves off. And because I'm stubborn and pig-headed, I waited almost 10, 11 months after I was dealing with this pain. And I've been dealing with some of it even longer than that, just thinking that, it's just life. I've put on weight and I'm a heavy girl now. So I just assumed that it was because of that. Little did I know what was truly going on, and that if I didn't get it corrected, then in, a year or two, I would be completely crippled and wheelchair bound. And so, long story short, it's kind of difficult for me to talk about this, but because I'm just not used to talking about myself like this, but he wanted me to understand the risk that were involved in this surgery, because it's the part of going in and putting, the rods in or whatever. And he'll cut 2 slits in my back and go in and microscopically do all of that and put the screws in. Then he'll put a cut in both my sides, and that's where they'll go in and put in, I guess, some kind of steel rod to help keep the spine straight. And I guess that's the riskier part of the surgery. And so in doing that, a slight move of the scalpel or whatever, could cause permanent paralysis or disability or whatever. And on top of being a diabetic and the risk of that type of surgery, with any surgery, there's always that risk of going under anesthesia, and the nature of the surgery, that, I could lose my life. And so I went into this dark tunnel and just really was just freaking out and scared. And one day God he got me in a devotion, and he said, Cynthia, when have I ever failed you? And he hasn't. And so I picked myself up and I was like, you know what? God's got this. He's going to put me right where he wants me. And it's not that I'm ever afraid of dying. I know where I'm going. And I was afraid of being wheelchair bound. But I'm going to be honest. When I have met some of you, you're blind and you still crochet. I've heard and I've prayed for many of you and the health issues that you have, and yet you're still here and you're still going and you're still living and you're not letting it stop you. I thought, then why should I be afraid of that and let it define me? So I asked God for forgiveness for not trusting him the way that I knew and should be doing. So I was fine. Then I got this phone call Tuesday. So I'm sorry. Long story to get to that. I got the call Tuesday, and they want to reiterate to me that I have to get this second opinion for Georgia Pacific, because if I don't, one, I'll get fined $1,000, but two, it's to make sure, because of the risks that are involved, that I have exhausted every resource and every other possibility to avoid having this surgery, which I have. And the MRI, the nerve test, all of that stuff that I've been through has proven that. The physical therapy has proven that. The constant back alignments have proven that. So it's just a matter of it being done. Well, then she starts telling me that it's going to take about 5 to 7 days for them to gather my medical records and look them over. Once they look them over, they'll sit down with a group of people, and they will take up to 16 days to make a decision. Well, I started freaking out. I'm like, you do realize I'm sitting 13 days away from surgery. I don't have 7 plus 16 days for y'all to make that decision. And so anyway, she's like, well, if you sign over your medical records electronically, then we can get it done. And hopefully we'll have all that by Friday or Monday, and we'll start reviewing it, and we'll try to expedite it and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh. So then she started talking more about the surgery, and I can feel my nerves. I can feel my lip swelling. Sorry. So Tuesday, I hit rock bottom again, and I started freaking out. You know, what's going on, Lord? Is there truly another way for me to get around this without having surgery? I mean, I'm tired of walking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm tired of walking around like I've messed in my pants, you know. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired that I can't, you know, walk around and rock my grandbaby because I can't hold her. My balance is awful. I'm falling because my balance is terrible. So what do I do? And then I started freaking out. What if I die? You know, again, I'm not afraid to die. I'm just not ready. And so all this was going through my head. And then yesterday came, and I came home from work, and I opened up my daily devotional, and I read it, and it was powerful. You know what? I know we're running close to movie time, but I'm going to share this with y'all, because you know what? We're all going through stuff, and maybe, just maybe, this will help you. But the bottom line is, God got me. He got my attention, and he was like, when have I ever failed you? I know you, Cynthia. I have the plans for your future. Plans to prosper, plans of hope. Jeremiah 29:11. You've got to trust me. When have I never not been in control? And so, again, I just literally got before him. Couldn't get on my knees this time, but got before him. And I just cried out for forgiveness, because God has this, and I know this. And so, again, I'm not letting any of this define me, scare me. Devil, get out. You cannot play on my playground anymore. You're not my friend. Don't pretend to be. Just get out, you big bully. And that's why I have decided every day to do these joy blogs and do these short, quick little devotions to just give encouragement to all of you, because I don't want anyone to ever feel that darkness that I felt. You know, And while I know I'm not alone, I know I have lots of friends and lots of people who care about me. But in that moment, I didn't want to eat. I wasn't sleeping. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just literally wanted to sit in the recliner. I had Netflix on and I was just up under a blanket. I wasn't even crocheting. Like I didn't even want to crochet. And who is that? It wasn't me. But God got to me. And I do want to share this because it was just amazing. And you know what? I'm going to skip my joy basket moment that I had planned and we'll let this be the joy basket moment for today. It's called Help from Above. Listen to me. I hear your cries for help. I'm paying attention to your prayers, and I am working all things together for good. As you await my power, rest in my presence. In other words, don't worry. I've got this. Trust that I hear every word and every thought. And I read that. I hear your fear, Cynthia. At my throne of grace, I prepare answers to your prayers that you can't even contemplate. I am full of surprises. There will be some answers to your cries for help that you're expecting, but more often than not, I'm going to pave paths that are unpredictable. I'm teaching you to trust me, to walk step by step. I'm going to walk again, and I'm going to walk tall and straight, and I'm going to do it step by step with Him. Your reliance upon me will yield more miracles than you can fathom. He told me right there, I'm going to come through this surgery that many other people have already done, and I'm going to be fine. Don't miss out on what faith does. When you pray, trust that I can do what needs to be done and leave my presence knowing that it will be done. Your confident expectation in prayer drives open the gates of heaven. There is no good thing that I will withhold from you. So don't think for a moment that I will not bless you abundantly in my wisdom and knowledge of what's best. And though we may not see eye to eye, you don't need to have it all figured out. Let me do my job and trust that I can and will do what is best. My love for you is boundless. My answers to your prayers and my ability to help you in times of trouble will come at times when you're least expecting it. So wait confidently and patiently. Help is on the way. Oh my gosh, you guys. Talk about getting a spiritual spanking. So, anyway, I don't know where we're at. Hi, it's Chris says, I'll be praying for you. Thank you, Chris. Still says, let me know you have Facebook or Instagram. And if you're asking me that, Veronica, I do. I have both. And they are also listed in my description boxes. Rosalie says, I want some stitch markers. Mary says, crafts are what I run to, hence runaway needle name. Chris says, good to see you, Mare. Chris says, for a long time, we didn't have it in the Dollar Tree, but they do now. Rosalie says, we have a lot at Dollar Tree now. Steele says, yarn it out. You have Instagram or Facebook. So you were asking her. So Mayor, if you have Instagram or Facebook, let Veronica know. Oh, she says, yes, Dill, I have Facebook and Instagram and website. Veronica says, okay, thanks, Cynthia. Veronica says, can you look for me, Mayor, at Veronica? She gave her channel there. Chris says, I love how it looks. How now such a wonderful pattern. Oh, wow. I'm glad, Chris. Veronica says, hi, it's Chris with smiley face emojis and hearts. Chris says, hi, Steele. And Yarn It Out says, Steele sent you a message in Instagram. Hope your surgery goes well. Thank you. Chris says, he will be with you, and so will our thoughts and prayers. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Veronica says, I'm back. Laugh out loud. I'm cleaning. Okay, Yarn It Out. Chris says, amen. He has us. Yes, he does. Karen says, hugs for you, Cynthia, and for your pain to be taken away. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mare says, my Dollar Tree has never had hooks or yarn. And I don't remember whose video that was I saw, but they had like, I mean, a whole area of not just yarn and yarn, hooks, needles. They had all kinds of stuff. Safety pins, tongue depressors, cotton balls, colored cotton balls, pipe cleaners. I mean, there was just a ton of craft stuff. And mine doesn't have any of that. About the closest thing they had was those couple skeins of yarn and crayons. So yes, I want to try it and check out some other Dollar Trees to see if I can find some stuff. Mare says, my Instagram is Runaway Hook. I can't read that. Sorry. No Facebook. It's evil. Yes. Bree says, I just got tons of charms to make stitch markers. I need some advice on lobster clip sizes. Need some coaching, please, anyone. So anyone who can help Bree out, that would be awesome. All right, you guys. Well, again, I'm going to let that little devotion count as our Joy Basket moment for today. We've already done our Saturday shout outs from last Saturday, and we've talked about what's in our cup, what's been on our hook, and a little things off the side. And so I am late. Mara says, Bree, the bigger the better. Those tiny ones are hard to open. They are. And I will tell you, Bree, I have just started making some stitch markers myself. And I think I have one here that I can show you. Now, I didn't make this one. I actually bought this stitch marker off of the Lether Co. Channel, but it came, let me see if I can do this. It's a, well, I don't know if I can, I don't think it'll allow me to zoom in or out. So I don't know if you can see that clearly, but it is a Mrs. Potts and Chip stitch marker. But this is what I wanted to show you. I have bought some of these and I found them at Michael's. It's the only place I've found them so far. No, that is not true. I found some at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if Joann's has them. I know Walmart does not, but I've actually got some of these at Michael's, and I did get some at Hobby Lobby. And I think the ones I got at Hobby Lobby, there was more in the package for less money. So I think Hobby Lobby was my better deal. But you can get them in gold, you can get them in black, and I even got a pack in color. So they're like orange, green, yellow, purple, blue. But they're these little, they're kind of like a little safety pin, but they're shaped kind of like a light bulb. I don't know if you can see that very well. But I have gotten some of these, and when I have made stitch markers and given them away in my little Saturday shout out love things, I like to clip that on, and that makes it easier. And let me see if I can get this. And I've got one here on this stitch marker is one that I made, And at the bottom, it says Marine Mom. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not. There we go. But as you can tell, I've got a black one there because I don't like those little claw. Like Mare was saying, when they're small like that, it's very hard to clip on to your work. So I like using those little clips to add to it. Mare says, lever back earrings work well. Oh, yes, Mare. That is a brilliant idea. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Bree says, so cute. Chris says, that's a great clip. I haven't seen those. I don't know what they're technically used for. The first time I found them, I came across them in Michael's. And then, like I said, when I was in Hobby Lobby, one day I actually looked for them, and they had some that the packets were where they were all black and they were either all gold. There was one packet that had a mixture of black and gold. And then I got the one package with the color ones. Now the color ones, there's only so many in there. It's not as big as the other packages, but nonetheless, it was cool. So again, I don't know what their original purpose for them are, but that's what I've been getting and doing with them. So, hello, Charlie. She says, hello, ladies and Cynthia. Hello, Sylvia. She says, hi, beautiful lady. I've been missing you. Hi, everyone. I hope everybody's had a good day. God bless you all. Sylvia, so good to hear from you. And as always, we continue to pray for you and your sweet, beautiful self on the Bible chats. And Chris says, hi, Cher. Chris says, hi, Sylvia. Jen says, the one Cynthia was showing is definitely cheaper. Yes, they are a lot cheaper than the earring things. Jen says, hi, Sylvia. Karen says, hi, Cher and Sylvia. And Jen says, hi, Charlie. So it is now 9:10, my beautiful friends. So I know some of my movie guys are on here, or gals, I guess I should say. So I am going to say goodnight and end this chat. And I appreciate if, as you are leaving me, if you'll give a thumbs up, I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing everyone next Friday. And if you have time and you're not doing anything, scoot on over to the movie night. Even if you've not watched Longmire, we have a lot of fun over there. And oh my gosh, there's no telling what we'll talk about after the questions. And like I said last week, I actually revealed the graph paper drawings of what is coming and what is going to be expected on the Longmire blanket. So you just never know what we're going to talk about afterwards. But I can guarantee you, we always laugh. I always walk out of there with my face hurting in a good way. And so, and my heart is always so full of love and joy. So yeah, if you're not doing anything, come over and join us. All right. And Penny says, it's guessing time again for me. I'm just glad you're coming over and playing with us, Penny. Sylvia says, thank you, everyone, for welcoming in the chat, Cynthia. And if you can you call me after the live, because I need to talk to you. To see you, I need big time prayers. Absolutely. I will tell you, Sylvia, sometimes we get out of that video extremely late. So I will text you before I call to make sure that it is still okay for me to call you. If not, I am not working tomorrow and Sunday, and I will be around all day. So if we don't connect, then just please feel free to call me anytime over those next 2 days because I will be here. Chris says, love you, Night. Love you too, Chris. Karen says, what is the name of the channel for that? It is Cup to Hook Movie Night. So, yeah. Hopefully, it'll pop right up as soon as I get off of this one and get on to that one. Well, you guys, thank you again for another wonderful night. I do apologize for getting sidetracked and talking so much about my surgery. I do appreciate the prayers. I'm just going to miss you the most during that time. So just pray for my heart because it's going to miss you guys. But we're going to be together next Friday. So I hope to see you. Hope you have an amazing week. And be sure and check out my blogs every morning just so that you can receive a little bit of encouragement. They're not but 3 to 5 minutes long, so they're not very long at all, but just some encouraging words to help you get through the day. All right. Hugs, 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 everyone. Squeeze tight. I love you. If you're bored and not doing anything, grab a whip, come over and join us, hang out with us, and I'll see some of you in just a sec. All right. I love you guys. Be joyful. Bye.